In Lakesh and Veritas, with honor, respect, and gratitude. In Lakesh and Veritas, thank you for the thank you for your patience. I had a little technical difficulty here. So in Lakesh and Veritas, once again, and welcome to our High Frequency Living Divination workshop here on the Loud of the Sun YouTube channel. Tonight, we will have a group call for the Truth Divination card reading and explanation. And feel free to join in with comments and questions in the chat. I am Diane of the Sun, owner of Inlakesh Studio One, a franchise of the Sun. We offer quantum light property clearing services, truth and tea, call for the truth card readings, and other services. Check out our highly vibrational products, all available at inlakeshstudio1.com. And check us out on Instagram at Inlakesh Studio One. And today we posted our Frequency Friday card. And the card that we posted today that we pulled was self-sabotage. And it was for the solar plexus chakra. Let go. It is not necessary to have an extended stay at the scene of your self-inflicted crime. Allow yourself to let go, reflect, and reconcile. Release what does not serve you. Everything must serve you. So also, I had done a quick little lexigram on self-sabotage, and I posted it in my blog on Inlakesh Studio One. So if you're interested in that, check that out too. So a few announcements before we get started. High Frequency Living offers live streams which focus on high frequency living lifestyle topics like meditations and breath work, flowers and frequency, wellness and nutrition, of the Sun classes and modalities like quantum light property clearing, soul translation, light body movement, and many other high frequency topics. All the live streams are recorded, so be sure to check out our previous live streams and podcasts. And join us each week live on our live streams on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern with Lauren of the Sun, Wednesdays midday meditation at noon Eastern with myself, Thursdays at noon with Lauta and Tavares, Call for the Truth live stream. And on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have different things on different Fridays. So tonight and next week will be the Divination workshop as well. And the fourth Friday is the Quantum Light Property Clearing Chronicles with Tavares, Lauren, Tiffany, and myself. And those are always wonderful, wonderful sessions. And then the first Friday of the month is the book club, the Inlakesh Studio One's Evolutionary Book Club. And I'll be posting the book. It's going to be Anastasia by Vladimir Megre, I believe, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's the book one of the Ringing Cedar series set in Russia. And it's been recommended by Of the Sun. So I'll be posting that on my website very soon with the detailed information. So Soul Translation, the Luminous Life Method class with Lota of the Sun will be held this month, starting next Tuesday, May 12th, then the 19th, and the 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern till 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And for more information and to register, the link is in the description for this live stream. And also there are other links for classes and more information in the description. But if you have any questions or any questions about any class or anything with Of the Sun or with Inlakesh Studio One, You can reach out at info@inlakeshstudio1.com for myself, or you can reach out at contact@ofthesun.com for Of the Sun. So that wraps up our announcements, and I invite you to join me. Shall we call for the highest possible vibration? Shall we call for the highest possible vibration? Shall we call for the highest possible vibration? Shall we call forth aid and support from all that is? We are one with all that is. It is flowing through us now. We feel the universal life energy of all that is. Shall we call forth aid and support from all that is? We are one with all that is. It is flowing through us now. We feel the universal life energy of all that is. Shall we call forth aid and support from all that is? We are one with all that is. It is flowing through us now. We feel the universal life energy of all that is. Shall we call for the power of the divine feminine to return to our world, bringing forth balance with honor, respect, and gratitude? Shall we call for the power of the divine masculine to return to our world, bringing forth balance with integrity, discipline, and action? Shall we call for the truth? Shall we call to see the truth in all that we see? Shall we call to hear the truth in all that we hear? Shall we have the courage to speak the truth? Shall we invite nothing less than the truth into all of our experiences? All right. So tonight for the Divination workshop, we will be going through the Call for the Truth divination cards. And they were created by Laota of the Sun. And she created them as a companion to her book, Call for the Truth. So if you haven't read this, it's a wonderful book to read. She has such great insights into things. She wrote this about 5 or 6 years ago. So it's got a lot of things that are pertinent now. And also, as we look back, it's a greater understanding. So this is available on Amazon. And also, if you'd like there's an ebook available at ofthesun.com or inlakeshstudio1.com. And also, if you'd like an autographed copy, if you'd like to have Lo to sign your book, it is, we have some autographed copies at inlakeshstudio1.com. So check that out. So these are the Call for the Truth divination cards. And there are 52 cards. Tavares designed the cover of the book and also the cover of the cards, and also all the different cards. Tavares did the artwork and design, so they're very beautiful. So each card has a topic, a maxim, which the maxim is a quote from Laota, and many of them are in her book. And some of them also are from different classes that she's had and different things. And it's related to a color. It's related to one of our 7 chakras. Well, actually 9 chakras. She goes up to 9. Platonic solid. So there's many, many layers of each card. So what we'll do today is I'll give you some information. If you're interested in getting your own set of cards, I have them available at inlakeshstudio1.com, and they're available also at ofthesun.com. So the cards come with an instruction book with some more information, and they come in a beautiful blue velvet bag. These are a wonderful tool to use when you just need a little bit of assistance with something. I personally use them every day to give me assistance on what I need to work on that day or what I might encounter that day. Sometimes when I do a one card pull generally each day, but sometimes I do more. Um, Sometimes the card that comes forward, I don't quite understand it right away in the morning, but as the day goes on, I got it. So it's a wonderful tool. It's also a wonderful tool to use if you have a situation, you'd like to know about, shall I, what about moving? What about, would it be in my best and highest good? What is some information that I need to know about moving? Maybe moving my house, or maybe moving into a new job, or maybe with a relationship, or could I get some more information on this problem that I'm having, this issue with something? It could be something personal with your time management, or something with the job, or a relationship issue, or different things. So there's many ways. And also I use these cards when I do my quantum light property clearings. And that is a great tool for that as well. So if you're a quantum light property clearer, these are a wonderful tool for that as well. So to start, what we do is we knock 3 times on the cards to clear them from any previous readings, just to get clarity so that we're starting fresh. And then we synchronize and harmonize with the cards, because all things have consciousness. So this is the call for the truth divination card, consciousness. And so we synchronize and harmonize with that so that we are both in alignment. And then bring forward a question that you have. So tonight, the question that I'm going to bring forward is, what is the truth message regarding our identity? What do we need to know about us with our identity? Knowing who we are. So as I'm shuffling the cards, I will continue to ask that question. What is the truth message we need to hear tonight regarding our identity? Who we are, knowing who we are. And we'll be doing a 3-card pull tonight, and that is the past, present, and future cards. So I'll do each one separately, and we'll explore each one. And there are many ways you can pull cards depending on what your guidance brings forward to you. You can take them from the top or throughout the deck. My guidance generally shares to take it somewhere in the deck. They'll say, okay, yes, this is the card. So this is the past card. And this is love. Let me get some more information here. And I'll hold up the card here. So love should look and feel like love. Control doesn't feel like love. Appeasement doesn't feel like love. Yelling doesn't feel like love. Manipulation doesn't feel like love. Love is never lost. It is always right where we put it. So this is the past card. And the past card is what has gone in the past, which also the past could be earlier today, yesterday. But the past events still affect us. And so when we're looking into the past, as far as the cards go, we want to notice, are these events holding us back, or are they helping us move forward? So just from this card alone, if we're still controlling, if we're still in appeasement, or yelling or in manipulation, that is not serving us as we move forward. Or if we're in a relationship where those things are happening, that is not helping us move forward. We need to correct that and understand that love is never lost, but it is not control. It is not appeasement. It is not yelling, and it is not manipulation from any party in that equation. So, to go deeper into the layers here, the chakra that this is related to is the heart chakra, which is love, forgiveness, and compassion. So, if you have found yourself in these situations, forgive yourself and have compassion for yourself and anyone else that is involved, and move on and just change the perspective. That's all we need to do is forgive ourselves, have compassion for ourselves, and then love ourselves. And Ho'oponopono is a great way to do that as well. So then this is the color green, which is balance and harmony, renewal, rebirth, growth and fertility, restoration, healing, and compassion. However, the flip side is greed, envy, jealousy, and guilt. So if we find ourselves in any of those, we need to just flip the script into balance and harmony, rebirth, growth. Forgiveness is rebirth. Forgive us, forgiveness. And this is the number 4. 4 is stability, a 4 square consciousness, the symbol of law, system, and order. It is firmness, security, and conservatism. 4 is the builder who must submit to earthly things, where form and substance are the predominant elements. Number 4 is nature and relates to the earth. And speaking of relating to the earth, the Platonic solid that is associated with this card is the octahedron, which is the air on the earth, which is all about integration, healing, connecting with the air energy. So those are some thoughts on this card. Does anyone have any comments on this card before we move on? If not, we will move on to the next card. So let's see. All right, this is the next card. This card is the present card. So this card is balance. Get on board with yourself. Be congruent. Make your thoughts and actions match. It is not what you say, it is what you do or do not do. Your intention must be supported by your ardent actions. Everything must match to fully manifest the reality desired. So this is a very good card. It kind of relates somewhat to the self-sabotage card about letting go, being congruent. So this is the color. Let's see, the chakra. This is the sacral chakra. And this is about creativity, sexuality, and pleasure. And it is the color orange. about enthusiasm, optimism, creativity, warmth, invigoration, and stimulation, movement. However, the flip side is sluggishness, ignorance, and frustration. So if you find yourself in any of those, in the sluggishness, ignorance, and frustration, flip that switch and change it into enthusiasm, optimism, creativity, invigoration, stimulation, and warmth. Bring forward that creativity. And this is the number 2. Number 2 is the pair, the duo. It is changeable and adaptable and can be indecisive. It is the go-between, the diplomat and the peacemaker, because unity can only be accomplished through harmony of the minds, a compromise on each side. Number 2 represents the feminine principle of receptivity, the yin, which seeks a union of 2 distinct entities. It is the gestation period in which things begin to form. Number 2 collects and assimilates. So the divine feminine, our creativity center. And this relates to the icosahedron, transformation, creativity, connecting with water energy. So this is the area that we need to do, keep our flow going, our movement. And so when we say one thing and do another, that's not in flow. We need to say what we are going to do and then follow through and do it. And be sure that we're not saying things that we are not going to do. Or it also relates to thinking within ourselves. This is mostly within ourselves and also with our other selves. But when we have a thought, something we'd like to do or we think we might do, and then we don't follow through, that's not being congruent. So when the thought comes up, ask your guidance, ask your body, is this in my best and highest good? Is this thought for me? Is this thought for life? Is this going to help me move forward? Will this help me keep me in flow? Those are some questions you can ask and then move forward on that so you can balance that. Because if you're getting information and then not following through, that is not a balance. It's getting the information, but we need to have the action, which brings the balance, brings the flow. It's the movement part. So those are some things that come forward for me. And for me in particular, it's a lot of, I get lots of ideas. Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. And I'm not always following through, but that is with myself. That isn't even talking with other people. So I need to be in balance within myself to be congruent. And that's what they're saying. Get on board with yourself. So that is the present card. And now the future card is truth. The way will be made for us if we call for the truth. I'm going to see what the book has something else to say as well about that. And the book has some more, another little statement. The way will be made for us if we call for the truth, is the card. And then deception has no power in the face of truth. Invite the frequency of truth into your life. So this is a wonderful card for the truth, for the future, to remind us to keep calling for the truth. So this relates to the throat chakra, which we just finished last month in Light Body Movement. And the throat chakra is about truth, sound, communication. And it is the color blue. It is peaceful, calm, relaxing, trust, loyalty, sincerity, reliability, communication. However, the flip side is coldness, depressing, and gloomy. So when we find ourselves, if we find ourselves in any of those flip side, coldness, depressing, or gloomy situations, we need to remember to call for the truth. Call for the truth. Call for the truth. Just continue to call for the truth, because the truth will flip that. The truth is peaceful and calm. And this is the number 5. And the number 5 is freedom, change, and adventure. Curiosity and constant activity produce a resourceful, adaptable, and versatile entity, always ready to take a chance. Number 5 is midpoint in the cycle 1 through 9. It allows for decision making. It is a pivotal point in which the equations now encased in flesh and form must decide upon their future in the rest of the cycle 6 through 9. And this is related to the dodecahedron. The dodecahedron starts at the throat. It's also the third eye in the crown. It's the ether element. And this is about ascension, divinity, and oneness, connecting with our spirit energy. So I think this is a great future card, because it's a reminder that we need to continue to call for the truth. And as I see these cards related to the question that we asked tonight, what is the truth message regarding our identity and who we are? So we need to make sure that we love ourselves in the best way, and that we love our other selves, and our other selves love us also. And then the balance. We must be congruent with ourselves. What we think, what we say, what we do. Is this in alignment with who I am? That's another question to ask. Is this in alignment? Is this thought, is this action in alignment with who I am? Do I know who I am? And maybe there needs to be a little more meditating on that to see, oh, I think I'm this, but maybe this is not who I am. Or maybe I'm changing, as we're all changing. We all change every day. But now, especially with this big shift happening, we need to be in balance with ourselves. And then for the future, whenever we have a question, we can always call for the truth. The truth will always come forward for us. And the way will be made for us when we call for the truth. So we know that is part of our identity, is calling for the truth, to bring forward that identity as well. So does anyone have any comments or questions? Thank you, everyone, for joining in the chat. Thank you. Let's see. Let me go to the chat here. In Lakesh Veritas, Stephanie, and the Clearing Doula, and Gina. In Lakesh Veritas. Oh, Gina says, I'm wearing an orange dress with butterflies on it and thought about my sacral chakra and light body movement. The cards are always speaking to us and perfect. Thank you. That's pretty cool that you have an orange dress on today. Very nice. And in Lakesh Veritas, Sherelle. And then Gina has another comment. I have been calling for the frequency of truth every day and will continue to do so, as I know it's what's needed for me to truly love myself and heal. Thank you, Diane. Oh, thank you, Gina. Yes, I'm hoping these cards are speaking to everyone in your own way, as they do. You know, they apply to all of us because we've been on here. We're all together. So, all righty. If there's no other comments or questions, then we will close tonight. And I am very grateful that you've all joined me today. And I look forward to next week, where we'll also do another Divination workshop, Call for the Truth Divination card reading. And next week, I believe Tavares will be joining us as well. So, in Lakesh Veritas, with honor, respect, gratitude, integrity, discipline, and action. Thank you.